Hello, and welcome to another episode of Scrap Rabbit Gaming, with me, Scrap Rabbit. We're on a quest. An epic quest. We're probably going to have to slay Billy. It's been a little bit. I apologize. Been kind of focusing on school. Probably really shouldn't apologize for focusing on school. Of all the things to focus on, school is like the one thing I should keep as my top priority. But still, I care about this channel and you guys, so it's just really hard to balance the two. So unfortunately, school won out. Looks like the media setup is wired in the building. Security system, video feeds from the cameras of the facility can be viewed here. Paging through the computer's file systems, you find a number of archived video feeds from the building's surveillance system. In addition, episodes 1 through 6 of an old Slovakian period fantasy called Night Kings of Lightning Hold have been saved to the machine's desktop. Oh, no wonder that's why this guy is... I remember that show. It was horrible. I mean, really, really bad. Made Neil the Orc Barbarian look like high art. Me and my buddies in the Schwarzhausen used to get high and laugh at it. It ran only for about 7 episodes before it got pulled. According to the computer's file system, each of the 6 episodes have been viewed over 400 times in the past 2 years. This marathon viewing was this morning. The video feed kicks in. Philip is engaged in an animated discussion with someone who's standing just outside the camera's range. You can see his shoes in the shadow, but nothing more. The voice sounds human. You'd guess that the off-camera speaker is a man in his early 20s. Look, we've survived this long. If we play our cards right and do a proper bit of rationing, I reckon that we can live off the executive snack bar for a long time to come. We'll have plenty of fat and sugar. Those won't be a problem. We've got mixed nuts for protein, and we can get our vitamins and minerals from diet bars. There aren't many of those, but like I said, we'll ration. I'd be willing to bet that we can hold out for 2 or 3 months on what's stashed away in the snack bar. We're sure to be rescued before we run dry. You're fooling yourself, man, ignoring an unpleasant truth rather than facing it. We have to accept the fact that we could be stuck in here for the long haul. The snacks are great and all, but they can't be our staple foodstuff. We need to stretch them out as far as humanly possible, and that means supplementing them with something more substantial. What? You don't mean... Look, just thinking of it like farming, right? We'll look after our crops, we'll always have food to eat. We have enough supplies on hand to keep the tissue cultures in the Orchem wing growing indefinitely. What I'm talking about is growing meat for our own survival. That's all it is. Metahuman meat, Phil. Synthetic hearts and livers and kidneys grown to be implanted into people like you and me. You're talking about eating people parts. It's fucking disgusting and I won't do it. Unless you fancy dying of malnutrition, you're gonna have to. You know that as well as I do. Organ meats are rich in vitamins and minerals. Choline, CoQ10, vitamin D, bioavailable iron, all things that we're going to need if we want to survive in the long term. You won't find much vitamin D in licorice sticks and choco nuts. You're talking like they're never going to rescue us. We're in Berlin, Heiner. What they? Who do you think is coming? We need to be prepared to survive here for a long time, maybe years, and that means making the most of the resources at our disposal. You're talking about resorting to cannibalism, man. No, I'm talking about eating meat. Flickers in the frame. Philip, leaning against the wall, listlessly chewing on an unidentifiable hunk of cooked meat. He looks miserable. A drone comes to inspect him, but he pushes it away. Heiner's voice cackles in over the intercom. Philip doesn't look up. I'm going now, Phil. No more arguments, okay? There's a long pause. Without responding, Philip takes another bite of meat and gnashes at it with his teeth. I'll kill that fucking thing. You'll see. That goddamn basilisk is going down. Once we can get down into the sewers again, we might be able to find a way out. This is our chance, Philip. Wish me luck. Video feed flickers on the screen. In it, you find Philip standing in the corner of the room that you're in now. He looks haggard, exhausted, and carries on the look in his eyes. Heiner is notably absent. Cheap synthesized music pipes in from somewhere off screen. Philip turns to stare in the direction that the music came from. A smooth baritone voice sings out in a phrase in Slavic. A half-second later, a different voice shouts a translation in German. Night, kings of lightning hold. Oh man, that's it. That's the show. Forgot how bad the dub job was. Philip stares, glassy-eyed, as the show begins. The synthesized music layers. A deep, trollish voice rumbles in the media center speakers. I, Titonus Rex, will defend my realm! I do swear it before my magic sword! Argonar! Did I just say sword? I did. This I do swear! An alarmingly breathy elvish voice sings out in response. But Titonus, the Jubathana hordes will smite you if you stay. The people in that valley are only peasants. You needn't throw your life away for them. Flee with me into the enchanted wood of Trollasheen. Please make this stop. My life is sworn to protect those peasants, she-elf. Run back to your enchanted trees if you will, but a Night King will never flee! But, Titonius, her voice becomes out in a lilting wail, you cannot die. I love you. Then go to your father and beseech him to rally his elf troops southward, for if Titonius Rex falls, Lightning Hold will fall, and Lightning Hold will not fall. The troll drones on, audibly struggling to emote and occasionally tripping over his lines. Overall, the acting quality is roughly on par with what you'd expect from a primary school Christmas pageant. Philip stares at the screen, listlessly chewing his meat. His nose is wrinkled in distaste, and his fists clench and unclench. Mercifully, the video cuts to static. The screen flickers, the video feed of Philip pops on the screen. He's standing in the corner watching an episode of The Night Kings of Lightning Hold. His jaw hangs slack and he stares at the screen in rapt attention. But, Father! Elf actress. Titonus Rex is risking his life, nay, his very soul to defend Lightning Hold from the Juptheons. His enchanted sword, Argonar, feeds upon his honor and bravery, and it seeks to transform him from a noble Night King into an evil demon lord. Philip's lips move silently, mouthing the words as they are spoken. Evidently, he has committed the entire script to memory. My darling daughter, that is why I cannot send my troops. Your beloved Titonius Rex walks the knife's edge between light and darkness, every time he draws that devil blade from its scabbard. It is long past time that you learn the truth about me. Brianna Thay, I was the one who trapped the demon, Lord Karabok, within that blade, oh Lord. Breathy actress lets out a sharp gasp. Phil mimes the motion, and a tear begins to trace its way down his cheek. But father, you can't mean... Yes, my daughter. I was the one they called Thunder Spear, the sworn enemy, Titonus Rex's people, the Hunga barbarian tribe. Then all of this is your fault. The Jubathons, the threat to my beloved soul, all of it. It was the only way to save Trollasheen, my darling daughter. Trollasheen and your mother. whom I hid away when you were but a girl. She's still alive, Brianna Thay. A security drone floats by to inspect Philip. Idly, he reaches out and begins to stroke its casing, petting it as if it were a house cat. The video feed flickers and sputters out, and you find yourself back at the main menu. The security drone flickers and Philip appears on screen. Security flickers and Philip appears on screen. He appears to be dancing with one of the security drones. The little machine weaves and bobs frantically to avoid colliding with him, and with every motion, the lab tech slides in to fill the empty space. Around and around they go, twirling and writhing across the laboratory floor. There's an enormous smile on Philip's face. The lights go dim, and an alarm begins to sound. Danger! Danger! Intruder detected. Security protocols engaged. I admire your bravery, noble vassal. Philip rests a hand on top of the little drone. But this is my fight. I, Philip Rex, will defend this land with my life. Indeed, with my very soul. Sir, please clear the area. Hostiles inbound. No, noble spirit. It is you who must. I repeat, clear the area. Hostiles inbound. He nods slowly, his face beaming with pride. Maybe you're right. I am already a Night King. Perhaps this is your time to shine. I will not rob you of this moment of glory. I will allow you your moment in the sun. And when you return victorious, I will grant you lands and titles to reward your heroism. Please clear the area. Philip turns and steps out of camera range. The drone is joined by two others, which wait in a holding position facing the camera. The picture breaks up into static, and the video feed cuts off. Jesus Christ. I feel bad for the guy, actually. Down we go. I did... God damn it. No matter. Okay. Okay, this is working out well. This is how we use strategy and tactics. Yeah, buddy. Pick that up. Okay, increase our accuracy. Okay, max. Okay, explore the entire area to make sure I find everything I need to pick up. Well, I can pick up. Okay, that wasn't as scary as I thought it'd be. Explore everywhere. that's why. Auto-injector bliss. No. Something I'll really use. Let's go tell him that our quest to kill Billy is done. Yes, actually, I've got it right here. You have it, the key card. Might take it back into the hallowed halls of the executive wing. With its expansive supplies of non-perishable treats. Hurry, noble stranger. Use it to unlock the door and make all of our dreams come true. Probably talk to him about a few things, but he's been through enough. They've finally opened. He's probably gonna die. Thank you, my friend. You have granted me the secret desire that my heart yearned for, the most respectable supply of non-organ-based foods. You will always be welcome in the hallowed halls. I, Philip Rex, do swear it. I want to know about the prototype BioWare. It's BioWare, pretty standard stuff. Pain editors, trauma dampers, orthoskin, things like that. Existing products, right? Yes, that's right. Knockoffs, sort of dangerous work, illegal in most places, but not here in Berlin. An investor needed it that way. This explains why I exist. Yes, too risky. Here in Berlin, no problems with the law, because there is no law. Just have to be careful. All for not now, though. Our copies were good, just like the real thing, but who cares? It's all just neat in the end. I'll take it off your hands. Go right ahead, fill your pockets, take whatever you like. Laying the hand there, and will avail myself of the snack bar. Tossed and knocked down. A calamitous series of events began with a spilled cup of soy calf and ended with terror and blood. Fall silent. There's a long, awkward pause. Someone spilled soy calf? Very well. What about the underworld? The nether realm that lies beneath the hollowed halls, the stuttering bioscience, a nightmarish labyrinth, tripping pipes and filthy brickwork. Billy rules supreme down there now. To set forth in the underworld means certain death. So as you should. Nobody knows more about the treachery of the underworld better than I do. No one has tasted the pungent stench of its winded passageways as I have. It's a nightmare world of slippery walkways and subpar architecture, a hell of its own devising, a dark twisting molder pit that stretches into the abysmal realm of... Easy there, Tiger. I suppose you have, right? Really into that Night Kings of Lightning World show, aren't you? It is my life, my entire life, my reason for being. Wow, must be rough being that big of a fan and not having seen the ending. You're saying there's more? Yeah, the last episode before it got cancelled. You know, the hastily written final chapter. We find out what happens in the Juthian invasion. But I always thought that they left on the ending. Imagination, like a beautiful dream, he fidgets uncomfortably. But now the dream is over. I'll never know peace until I've seen the conclusion for myself. You must help me. You must find a way to show me the final episode. I need it. I'll be willing to bet that I could do that, Chief. This guy might not know how to disengage that quarantine, but I'll bet that I can. And once we re-establish the building's matrix connection, it'd be no big deal for me to download the last episode for him to watch. Nothing else could keep him occupied for a while. I don't see why you shouldn't. Sure thing, Chief. The terminals in that building are all networked together, so I should be able to drop the quarantine from any computer in the place. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is the happiest day of my life. Let's use his terminal. Alright, Chief, watch me work. Blitz plugs his cyberdeck into the terminal and punches the escape key with a flourish. A second later, he hits the Y key, holding its flicker. That can't have been it. You still have something else to do, right? Checking the Matrix or something? Nope, that's it. Quarantine disengaged. And now, to get filled the last episode of this bullshit shit show. His fingers dance over the deck's keypad. A few minutes later, he glances up with a smile. Done and done. Horrible conclusion to that terrible show is waiting for Phil on his media center. You want to know how it ends? Not particularly. Too bad, because I'm telling you anyway. Titonius Rex and his elf sweetie's dad make up, and a bunch of elves fight the Gyptharians, and they get their asses kicked. And the whole Karabakh the Demon Lore subplot is dropped because the show's effects budget got cut. In the end, Titonius saves Lightning Hold by rallying a peasant revolt. It comes out of nowhere, barely makes sense, and the whole thing ends in a vomit-inducing love scene. It's a goddamn train wreck. Hey, whatever, as long as it keeps Phil happy. The intrepid she-troll returns, and what can I do for you? The quarantine's off now, and the final episode of your show is on the record's computer. Yes! Peace will be known and brought to the lands. Well... here's hoping that Ezekiel gets him the help he needs. I bet he doesn't. Ooh. As you emerge, blinking into the light of day, you find yourself standing face to face with a veritable wall of security personnel. A man in an expensive suit raises a megaphone to shout at you. You, stay right where you are. Megaphone really isn't necessary, man. I'm standing right here. You will place the stolen BioWare samples you're carrying on the ground, then lie with your belly... lie on your belly with your hands near your head. Do it now or my men will open fire. The owner of the material commissioned me to retrieve it for him. Sequel, you mean? Yes. We all know about him. He has quite a reputation back in Spain. Where with Shizawa, street scum, and that material infringes on 15 of our company's patents. The organs that you're carrying are based off our intellectual property. Don't make me kill you, man. Shakes his head in disgust. Idiot Shadowrunner, you people don't know when to keep your mouth shut. And open fire. A shrill voice cackles out the building's intercom system. It reverberates through the streets. You will not threaten this woman, Jobathon dog! The fuck? Too long have my people lived in the fear of your aggression. I, Philip Rex, will protect this land from your Mongol deprivations. The corporate spokesman turns to address the security officer behind him. You two enter the building. Find whoever's on the intercom and silence him. Oh, no, you don't. Yes, sir. He turns back to face you, reaching with a sidearm his hip. As for you, the lab tech's voice rings down from the speakers underneath it. You couldn't hear the distinctive sound of the fingers hammering the keyboard. Peasants, arise and defend your home! You need only to believe in yourselves! The power is yours! Yes! I hope we get a turn. Oh, that mage is so dead. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, let's turn Max on. Come on, Max. Get you in a flanking position. Let's get you over here. And let's have you heal yourself. It's a good idea. 42, 49. Oh wait, first, pump. Pump. Yeah. Okay. Floor is getting a little beat up. That's okay. Oh, you're really summoning a spirit. Oh, that was dumb. Nice. Gonna have to get glory build up soon. Nice. I am really glad I showed him that show. First of all, so have you heal yourself. Run up here. Beat the crap out of that guy. Ooh, that's bad. targets. Let's move you out of being flanked. Seems like a good idea. Gonna fly him next to Gloria and have Gloria heal him soon. Gloria. Oh, you don't have any... okay. I thought you did. My bad. Smoke begins to clear. A cry of jubilation sounds out over the startling bioscience building's intercom system. We've done it! We've done it, my friends! The Jovathon hordes have been defeated. This great victory, I declare a new age of exploration and commerce. My peasants will form trade agreements with our neighboring kingdoms for the betterment of all. Yeah, Phil. I hope that works out for you. Farewell, stalwart she-troll. We will always remember you. You hear the rustling sound of Phil pushing himself away from the intercom. Seconds later, the building's external speakers fall silent. Jesus Christ. That was... oh, let's get home and turn in this mission. And then I'm gonna call it there. The U-Bahn trip back to the class is a shaky one. Surprisingly, the train is packed. The only empty seats are the very back of the car. Haggard-looking young mother marches down the aisle, dragging her three screaming children behind her, 2 boys and a girl, each around 6 years old. As the woman nears you, her eyes fixed on the frozen pouches of bioengineered meat that liberated from Sterling's executive freezer. She opens her mouth to say something, but at the moment, the little girl jams her finger into her brother's nose. The boy howls, and the young mother's shoulders slump. Slowly, robotically, she turns back towards her destination, begins to tremble forward, dragging her squalling offspring forward with a solemnity of a funeral procession. Eventually, the train hums to a stop. You debark gratefully, lunging a freezer's worth of BioWare samples behind you. Let's get Ezekiel his samples. Hey, Doc. Ah, you're back. Do you have my merchandise? In fact, I do. It's right here. So yes, you do. Yes, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Good work, Scrap Rabbit. Doc turns away, rifling through the samples and inspecting their labels. He looks like a kid in a candy store. As per our agreement, there will be no monetary compensation for this run, but if you'll give me a moment, I will add the samples you recovered to my inventory. Looks over the samples that you've brought him, and eagerly begins punching their serial numbers into his PDA. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And now, if you'll excuse me... And there's a few more details. Fine, but let's make this quick, alright? Get the merchandise logged in the inventory before it starts. One of your researchers survived. He's gone insane in there over the past couple of years. He refuses to leave. Thinks he's something called a Night King. How tragic. He pauses a moment, considering the shrugs. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay in there for as long as he likes. The lease is paid through 2061, and I don't need the building for anything. Some characteristically generous of you, Doctor. That money is already spent, Scrap Rabbit. I can't get a refund, and the cleanup costs on getting the building up and running would ruin me. So it's going to sit idle, one way or another. Anyway, I already have what I need from the facility. If your little friend wants to play out his fantasies in there, he's more than welcome to. I wash my hands of it. That's all I needed. Found the schematic. Implant injectors have become popular in the local gangs. Need cyberware. What have you got? Alright then. That's where I'm going to call it. Thank you all for joining, and have a wonderful evening. Oh, that was beautiful.